And we are live. We are going racing again. NASCAR 05 for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series at Richmond Raceway. It's the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series 200. Self-titled sponsor here. No practice, no qualifying. We're going to jump right on into this race. Have a massive points lead after the win at Bristol in the last race. In fact, back-to-back wins, winning at both Old Spice Speedway and Bristol. Road course short track. We got another short track here. Bristol was a fantastic race from start to finish, and I'm sure we're going to see a lot of that, but this time we're going to be coming from the rear instead, like at Bristol where we qualified fourth. Like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content, and we're going to hop on into the final race here this evening. We'll see what Carl Edwards can do. Green flag in the air. We're underway. Caution-free Bristol race as well. I'd be shocked if we went two races in a row caution-free, both on short tracks. As Edwards kind of drops quickly behind everybody through turns 1 and 2 and try to get a feel for his race truck in the early going of this race before really trying to push the issue and try to claw his way through the field. Though he's got a decent run right here. He's going to pass it up and just let these guys battle it out for themselves. I have to imagine 200 laps is close at Bristol on fuel. What is 200 laps fuel-wise going to look like for these guys at Richmond? Waffle really needs a big bounce-back performance today with Edwards starting at the rear. We'll see if he can do it. Let me welcome on into the stream. Three wide at the back. Oh, man, there was a big checkup in the middle of 1 and 2. Edwards still somehow got to the bottom. Oh, contact as the 82 bounced off the wall. After the truck that was in the middle lane originally got into him, that was the 86 who made the contact. Already a lot of action going on at the action track. Truck of Edwards looks fast again. Oh, man. Jack Sprague sent it up the middle 3 wide, and Edwards let him go. Doug Thompson, and the 124 was all the way up on the outside. Now the 191's going to get underneath Edwards. Oh, he slides into him, too. Edwards trying to hold his ground on the outside. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it for very much longer. Oh, and there's a big checkup. Off turn 2, stacking the whole lineup. Contact further back as well. Jason Powell got ran into hard from behind by Carl Edwards. Hopefully that didn't do too much damage to the front bumper of the 99. Now he gets around Powell. Hopefully he doesn't cross it back over to the inside again. Another checkup further back off turn 4. Probably going to be congested like this for a while yet, especially middle of the pack. Double file initial start to the race. It's going to be a little bit before things start to calm down. Side draft there on the 117. And tried to shut the door on Edwards, but couldn't clear him. Really pinched him. Edwards held his line. He's now passed about 10 cars from the start. Oh, contact 3 wide! Jack Sprague goes way up the racetrack after the 121 got into the back of him. Edwards checked up in time, as well as everybody else. Bob Spear, Andy Lyman included, that were right around it when it happened. Now there's more contact, and Bob Spear gets into the back of the 121. And Edwards is just going to say, I'm going to get out of here. pass all you guys quickly after they got checked up a second time. Saw a lot of beating and banging at Bristol. We're seeing a lot of it in the early going here at Richmond as well. No way we're going to go caution-free through 2 short track races in a row. More contact. Handel tries to move the 157 up the racetrack. Edwards trying to get around Matt Crafton in the 6 truck next. Richard Childress Racing. It's 137, not the 157, excuse me. Now Edwards gets underneath of Matt Crafton. And he'll make a nice clean pass. Bobby Hamilton Sr. is right in the mix of this traffic as well, to finishing a close second place at Bristol earlier today. Oh, Hamilton got into the 110. That's Benny Allen. The 3 and 4. Edwards drives it in deep. Sideways into the corner. He's still underneath Allen. He'll at least complete the pass on him, but he couldn't get underneath Hamilton like he was going to try to do there. More contact through the tri-oval. Tag to the left rear of Richards. "20 laps complete." Hamilton's starting to get his way through the traffic now. 3 wide there through 1 and 2. Edwards made the move though. Now underneath Hamilton finally for position. Edwards to 12th. One driver is already on pit road out of the race. Likely blew an engine. Not sure who it was. Didn't even see the driver up in smoke, but somebody is in pit lane. It'd obviously be an unscheduled stop at this point. We'll have to wait and see if they'll be able to get back out on the racetrack at some point. Tough to tell on the track map who exactly is leading this race. Oh, car in the wall off turn 4. Whoever was looking to pass Edwards there going into the corner, he just overdrove it and he ended up in the wall. More contact as Bill Lester just about got moved out of the way. Brandon Witt thought about blocking Edwards. Edwards gets underneath him though. Edwards slides up the racetrack. Almost got into it. Beats him back to the gas, though, too. Ooh, a little contact trying to clear him. Witt's going to get back underneath him. But Edwards beats him back to the gas and clears him off turn 4. Lester trying to make a pass on the 153. Witt goes to the outside of the 99 and can't get around him. Bill Lester on the inside of Baker for position. You might try to send it into 1 and 2 to get underneath the 153 as well, and does. And that door was open after Lester made the moves for Edwards to also make the moves through 1 and 2. Both drivers now inside the top 10. Oh, contact further up ahead. Oh, the 153 slides into the outside wall after clipping Edwards off the exit of turn 4. I'll turn both trucks around. We continue to stay green. I got a little dicey too. Stacked up after contact ahead of him, and 153 didn't check up in time, I guess. They drive on. It's like the 112 is in the lead, if that's even a number. Honestly, can't remember. Whoever it is, I don't think they've won this season. Kind of holding up the field, it looks like, too. I don't know who's in second on back, but it's just nose to tail with the top 8 right now. About to be top 9 once Edwards gets up here. Underneath Lester off turn 4. Trying to send it maybe into 1 and 2 underneath Chris Sweeney. Drove it in a little too deep. He's still underneath Sweeney off turn 2, though. Despite the rear of that 99 car sliding out from underneath him, he's still able to get on by. And more contact now up inside the top 5. Checking that pack of trucks up. Lester's going to follow Edwards to get by Sweeney for 8th place. Little Lester on the move. He's also trying to get another win this season. I don't believe he has won since the second race of the year at Atlanta. Wood's underneath his teammate, John Wood in the 50. Wood gives him plenty of room. Realizes that Edwards is a little faster than him. Waffle is up there towards the front trying to battle. As McGee just passed him for second place. Oh, Edwards drove it deep. John Wood drove it in deep too. He about put it in the wall. Lester's about to get another spot. Waffle almost got moved out of the way now by Barry Wilder in the 108 truck. Edwards makes a move on Chad Chapin, and now he's inside the top 5 for the first time here today. On the wall off turn 4, Chapin ended up in the wall. Quaffle's still hanging on for third. Wilder might get underneath him into turn 3 this time. Nope, Quaffle shuts the door. Shove it in deep. He's underneath Wilder. Quaffle, meanwhile, back to the inside of McGee. Quaffle, seeing Edwards close in behind him, has got to be thinking, what do I have to do to gain some ground on Edwards in the points? Every time Quaffle's up here, Edwards finds his way up there too. And now he's going to get underneath Quaffle off turn 2, and Quaffle's about to lose second place again. This time he's not going to get moved out of the way, though. Look at a smoke like somebody hit the wall off turn 4 that last lap. All clear, Edwards to second. It's the 113 of Larry, or sorry, the 103 of Larry Watson who's leading this race. McGee again gets back around Quaffle. Shut the door pass off turn 4. And now we'll see if somebody can get around Watson, who's had the clean air for a while now. Edwards goes up the racetrack. He's going to lose a little bit of ground. He's going to have to set that move all up again. And contact. Still cleared him though off turn 4. Lap 45 will be the first lap led of the race for Carl Edwards. 5 more bonus points adding to the season total. I don't think Quaffle's led yet. I haven't seen him in the lead on the track map at least. That's the only bright spot, considering the finish at the end of the race was that he led 32 laps to at least get 5 bonus points at Bristol, but a 34th place finish was definitely not deserving of where he was running for pretty much the whole race inside the top 5. Took him a little bit to get there because he qualified further back, but once he got there, he was staying in the top 3. Edwards just trying to hold on, perhaps pull away from Larry Watson. The rest of the field, Aaron McGee, Quaffle back to the inside of McGee for 3rd. He's going to get underneath Watson off turn 4 for 2nd as well. He does not want Edwards to get away, and we might have another Carl Edwards versus Travis Quaffle performance on another short track. These guys had a fight for the win late at Red Bull too. Edwards got the win that day also. It's been the mile and a halves that have been the best for Quaffle, though. That's where he really is able to beat the 99 of Edwards. But the short tracks, Carl Edwards has won a lot of them this season. That's where he's really able to gap Quaffle in the points. But Quaffle's up to 2nd. He's starting to close slowly now on Carl Edwards, who's led 5 laps. No sign of being halfway on fuel yet. Not that I noticed, at least. It's likely going to be a 1 pit stop race here at Richmond, just like it was at Bristol. McGee now overdrove the center of the corner. Edwards is really able to get that low exit to the corner off of turn 4. I feel like that's where he's able to beat Edwards and really everybody else, why he was able to go from the back to the front in the first 45 laps. Michael Turner, welcome on into the chat. Especially if Edwards keeps having that low exit to turn 4. I mean, how is Quaffle's only chance to even get under him is going to be off of turn 2. It's a tighter exit to the corner than what turn 4 is also, so it's going to be difficult. He might have to use the bumper, which is a short track. He could do that. It just hit halfway on fuel that last lap as well, so these guys are easily going to make it on one pit stop here today. There's a little bit of a question of that at Bristol, but once those pit stops happened and the second half of the run started getting on, we knew they were going to make it. A caution could change everything here too as well. We're questioning, obviously, if it'll be a one-stop race, but barring a caution, it's pretty much what we've got right here. It's a one-stopper. This Quaffle could end up beating Edwards off in pit road like he did at Bristol. His pit crew had a pretty fast stop that day. That could obviously always help. Edwards has the Mr. Clean crew once again, though, so we'll see. Nate through the different camera angles for the first time in the race here tonight. Strange seeing a daytime race at Richmond in the early 2000s like this one is. Used to it nowadays, but then it seemed like every race at Richmond was under the lights. Not for the truck series, at least. Wow, Edwards got really shaky into turn 1 that time. Got a little loose. Waffle started slipping back a little bit. His tires are really starting to wear, though. If Edwards can help it, he doesn't want to give Quaffle a lap lead. Well, Edwards has a big points lead, but again, every point matters. And Edwards hasn't DNF'd at all this season. You just wonder if that's going to end up coming at any point in time. For his sake, he would hope not. Only 8 races to go in the race for the championship. Once the checkered flag flies, another wild card race coming up next as well. Next race is at Watkins Glen. The second and final road course race of this Truck Series season. Off and close quite a bit there. Edwards didn't have that low exit off turn 4 that time. A little harder for him. Right front's wearing out and it's maybe making the 99 car a little bit tighter. He hooked up 1 and 2 pretty well that time. Really slid it into 3 and 4, but he tried to do the same thing. Looks like Robbie Young's about to go lap down already, coming in off the top 10 at Bristol. Edwards overdrove the corner trying to get around Robbie Young. Edwards definitely sliding around quite a bit more on his right front, at least that's in the yellow. Handling of that truck's definitely starting to go away. It just seems like when Quaffle closes in, Edwards starts to hit his marks again. That will to just not let him get out there and take the lead is just really starting to kick in when Quaffle gets to that back bumper. I honestly think he would try to use the bumper if he could give himself the chance to. He gets there, but I just don't think he's got the race truck Edwards does to actually try to move him out of the way. I don't know what good that's going to do in the first half of the race either. It's only going to make Edwards maybe remember that for later. If it comes down to it. Just think when we get to lap 100 in this race, we're going to have 300 straight laps of short track racing without a caution here in the Truck Series season. Things are a lot more calm now than what they were at the beginning of the race when everything was bunched together. We saw guys getting up into the wall, making contact, going 3 wide, still making contact. It's as calm as we've seen it so far. See if that'll ramp up once we get into the second half of the race. Guys maybe start to go back at it once again. Wow, Edwards way up the racetrack. Definitely didn't have a low exit there, and Quaffle got to the left rear. He tried to move Edwards. I think if he would have gotten him on corner entry instead of corner exit, he probably would have hung on to get around him. That was the window of opportunity. Edwards just completely missed the bottom of the track that time. I didn't even think Quaffle was close enough to get underneath, but just to show how big of a mistake that was. You do so much to hit your marks lap after lap after lap, but as the tires wear out, it just gets away from you sometimes. Oh, Quaffle in the wall off turn 4. Digging extremely hard and into the wall he went. Edwards going to go wide through turns 3 and 4 again. That time Quaffle definitely wasn't close enough to catch him. If he didn't get the wall the lap prior, he probably would have been right there. Not that time. Quaffle drives it deep into the corner. Oh, man, he almost got to that left rear corner panel of Carl Edwards once again. Now Edwards is blocking down into turn 1. Trying to take a little bit of that line, well, a lot of bit of that line away from the 24. Definitely played on the defense that time. Back to that low exit on turn 4 again. Definitely not able to exit as low as what he wants. And again, just trying to beat Quaffle to the inside of the racetrack. He's making him have to use the bumper. He already tried to once. And again, Quaffle in the wall off turn 4. I know he's trying to do whatever he can, especially to lead that first lap of the race. Green flag pit stop's coming in. Edwards is going to try to stretch his fuel tank out as long as he possibly can. You wonder if Quaffle will try to do the same to at least get that lap lead, or maybe he's going to try to short pit cycle out ahead of him to lead a lap that way. Gotta think big picture here. It's gonna be so hard racing the guy you're trying to catch for the championship as well. And now Quaffle's about to lose second place. And he does. Clear off turn 4. Oh, no, not clear yet. Never mind. Now the 163 is clear in the middle of 1 and 2. So Aaron McGee up to second place once again. Quaffle now back to third. Edwards underneath the 121 after getting around Grimsley. Richmond, not one of my better tracks in the NASCAR Heat Series, but remember back in NASCAR Thunder 2004, we had a lot of good runs here as well. First time we've ran Richmond, any one of the top 3 series. In NASCAR 05, we did run here in the modified series already once though. Billy Kramer, Ethan, welcome to the stream. Shot a 50 with 2 birdie chances. There you go. Well, Quaffle couldn't get underneath of Edwards. Is McGee going to get underneath him? Nope, not that time. He got close, though. Oh, McGee overdrove 1 and 2, trying to get to the back bumper of Edwards. He's going to lose a couple spots. I don't think all those guys might be for position, but he's stuck on the outside now. Edwards goes way up the track again. And Quaffle's going to get underneath him. Still not quite going to lead that first lap of the race. And Edwards tries to close in 1 and 2, but he's stuck on the outside. Quaffle is clear and in the lead. And Bill Lester now is up to third. Edwards gets a little loose. Lester coming into the pits. Everybody's coming in. At the line, Quaffle gets 5 bonus points. He leads his first lap of the day by inches over Edwards. Edwards almost got him back. Now he clears him off turn 2, but at least Quaffle got that lap lead. That's big. We'll see if he comes into the pits now. He's still going to stay out and try to get as many laps led as he can. I mean, he hadn't led till this late in the race. He's likely not going to lead the most laps anyway, but I guess you never know. Well, we haven't led every lap. We didn't get to the lead till lap 45. Edwards leads again at the line with Quaffle underneath him. And again, side by side for the lead. And again, Quaffle's clear. Edwards with a little bit of a crossover, though. That low undercut off turn 2. Beats Quaffle back to the inside again. Quaffle did not lead that lap at the line either. Half a truck length goes to Edwards. Still not clear, though. Quaffle's fighting hard on the top, but Edwards is going to clear him off turn 2. Great battle for the lead, back and forth. Right before green flag pit stops. Edwards just cannot hook on the bottom through 3 and 4 anymore. Another one on the top, and I believe Quaffle leads his second lap of the race at the line. Edwards not going to be able to get the crossover this time. Can get that truck down to the bottom of the track. Now he's broken up into turn 4. Quaffle leads another one. These guys don't want a short pit on a short track. Lap truck coming out of the pits. That's Robbie Young. Oh, man, that was a very, very tight gap there for Edwards up the middle with the lap truck coming off of the pit lane. And Edwards slides up into the 24 of Quaffle. Oh, and now the 137 tried to clear the lap. Tried to clear the leaders. Carl Edwards and Travis Quaffle, and he put them both in the wall. Oh, Robbie Young, and now Edwards is in the wall himself off turn 2. I don't know how he held on to the lead there. What was Robbie Young thinking? Patrick Shadley, DB Forever 85, welcome to the stream. Quaffle just came into the pits. Side Uranus, welcome as well. Edwards has about a 9.5 second lead. A lot of these drivers have already pit. Now he's got a 1 lap lead. Never mind. Everything's pretty much cycled through. I believe everybody's hit pit road except for Carl Edwards. He slides the tires there into 3 and 4. Another driver blowing their engine on the inside of the track. That's Wesley Schmidt, the 117. Up in smoke down the back straightaway. And Edwards is going to have to pit here within a few laps for his one and only pit stop of the race. Even with the Mr. Clean crew, I doubt he's going to cycle back to the lead. And Allen in the 110 got to the bottom. Edwards didn't want to pit that lap anyway. Didn't have much of a choice. Benny Allen shot that gap to the inside. Edwards going to stay out one more lap as he wiggles up the track off turn 4 again. He's going to make his green flag pit stop right here at lap 110. That'll give him 90 laps to go when he comes off of pit road. As usual, 70 miles an hour is the pit road speed limit. No adjustments for the 99 crew. 4 fresh tires, full tank of fuel. And again, I'd have to imagine he's not going to cycle back to the lead. I want to know whose idea it was to get Mr. Clean crew into the game. I want to know how they got the licensing to put the Mr. Clean people in there. Yeah, Edwards lost a lot of time there by being the last driver to hit pit road. He goes from the lead back to 9th place. And he's a little over 5.5 seconds back of the race leader. Bill Lester has cycled out in front in his first lead of the race. The 22 truck for Bill Davis Racing. But now about 10 to 20 lap pressure tires for Edwards. He's got the fastest race truck in the field. We'll get to see him try to get up there and challenge for the win once again. I have to imagine he's going to get there. That's why he wasn't worried about losing a lot of time there. He wanted to make sure he could lead as many laps as possible. Lester not leading yet. I doubt he's going to be able to catch up to Edwards unless he leads the rest of the laps in this race, which I guess isn't impossible. Chad Chafin just about got moved out of the way there by McGee. He lost a lot of spots on pit road. Curious to know where exactly Travis Quaffle cycled out. Whip might have tried to move Bobby Hamilton Sr. that time as well. Oh my gosh. I was looking at the chat. I just creamed the wall. I think the truck's all right, but I was reading Michael's comment in the chat and I just crushed the wall. I think that sounded a lot worse than what it actually was because Edwards is starting to close back up on this pack of trucks. Any setting's fine for the online lobby tomorrow night. If we run the road courses, I'd recommend putting 50 on the stability, but we'll try to run the road courses consecutively if we do any, so that way I can give you guys the chance to do that. But otherwise, the settings will all be preset for what I end up doing. Means I'll be the one making the lobby. Any laps to go this time by for Bill Lester. Another pass for position. Edwards gets around Brandon Witt. Now he's underneath of Aaron McGee for 5th place. Hooks that yellow line all the way through turns 3 and 4 and makes another pass for position. Those pressure tires definitely coming in handy. He's already almost 4.5 seconds off the lead from Lester. He'll catch him eventually. Might be a little bit yet, but Edwards has full faith in this plan. And again, still caution free. I believe that was a pass for position right there for Bobby Hamilton Sr. getting around John Wood. Edwards to the inside of his teammate Wood. That is for fourth. Hamilton would be for third place. Looks like Travis Quaffel's way up there in second. Wood trying to cross his teammate back over. I think he's going to get around him. Clear off turn two. Yeah, he does. Wood caught the lap truck in the 82, though, in a bad spot. Mark Handel right in front of him as well. 3 wide through 1 and 2. They made it through without any contact. Oh, contact with Wood that time. And again, he makes the pass for fourth. Hamilton was able to pull away a little bit. Hamilton's actually closing in on Travis Quaffle for second place. "70 laps to go." Richmond Raceway. Lester's probably got about 3.5 seconds over second place Travis Quaffle and perhaps pulling away. Lester was, I believe, the first driver to hit pit road. He led a whole group of trucks down, really. I believe Hamilton went with him, but he was in third. The time of him pitting originally anyway. Hamilton trying to block Edwards. Edwards now going to have to start this move all over again. Hamilton not going to get to the inside in time this time. Left a lot of bottom open off of turn 4 as Edwards gripped that yellow line, and he's up to third, clear off turn 2. Looks like Edwards gains about 3 to 4 tenths of a second every 5 laps. When he is getting through the traffic well. You know, Lester's got a strong truck. He just didn't qualify that well. Kind of like Travis Quaffle, I believe they both qualified mid-pack. Lester's 6th in the point standings coming in. Trying to at least maybe get inside the top 5. Going to victory lane today would go a long ways into doing just that. Oh man, contact with the lap truck of Kevin Quinn off turn 4. Hamilton closes to the back bumper again, but he has to get around Quinn now himself, and he's clear off turn 2. Edwards might have came down the track a little bit. It's tough to really tell. It was probably a combination of Edwards slightly coming down to get that low exit off of turn 4, as well as Quinn maybe just sliding up, trying to arc the corner off, and they both mistimed it. I'm really not sure how that happened. Well, 60 laps to go. 3.6 seconds is Edwards back from Bill Lester still. Just keeps doing what he was doing before. He ended up having that contact with the lap car. Just kind of feel like he's still going to have a really good shot of winning this race. I don't know if he's going to be able to lead the most laps like he was originally hoping. He did lead quite a few in there. I mean, he led all but a couple laps here and there from 45 to lap 110, so he's led over 60 laps today. I think there were only 2 or 3 laps Quaffle was able to lead in there. It seems like Quaffle's slowly catching up to Bill Lester. Maybe the lap traffic that Lester had already passed that Quaffle still has to pass could have costed Lester a little bit more time, perhaps. Just chipping away. And again, we know Edwards has the faster race truck. I'm honestly shocked Bill Lester has been able to manage this gap about as well as he has so far, that it's still just over a 3-second difference. There's still a lot of lap trucks in between first and third as well as the second place truck, of course, too. You know Quaffle's going to be a tough out. So he gets around Doug Thompson in the 124 there. Thompson might try to cross. Oh, Quaffle over! He moves Quaffle up the racetrack. A little bump and run by the lap truck. Surprised he did that. Aiden Rowland, welcome to the stream. And with that little bump and run by the lap truck, here comes Edwards now with a run underneath Quaffle, and he's going to try to use Thompson as a pick now. What a double whammy. What a tough break there for the 24, Travis Quaffle. Edwards washed up the track a little bit off turn 4. Oh, Jason Powell is blowing an engine right in front of the second and third place race trucks. A little contact now with Quaffle and Edwards. Edwards is trying to let Quaffle go and drop in line behind him. Now he gets into the back of Quaffle off turn 2. That's going to cost both of those guys a lot of time. Bobby Hamilton Sr. had to check up further back as well. Edwards is right back to 4 seconds off the lead. And still hasn't gotten around Quaffle. I mean, he did get around him, and then Powell blew an engine right in front of him, and Edwards tried to get out of the way. It was a great job by Quaffle using the pick as well. Whoa. Ran exit of turn 4 there. Yeah, I'm down for anybody going to any one of the next 3 races, or 4 races, I guess, considering the Cup Series is a doubleheader at Pocono. But any of the next 3 racetracks over the next 3 weekends, Nashville, Pocono, Road America, I'm down for doing a meetup. I don't know exactly where because I haven't been to any one of those 3 tracks before, so I don't really know. It was a little easier at Dover to try and pick something out because I knew the Miles of Monster Trophy was somewhere around the facility. I just didn't know where. But I haven't been to any one of those 3 tracks, so I wouldn't know where a good place would be. But yeah, I'm down for hopefully maybe getting to meet some of you guys in person. For sure. Tell you what, this is exactly what Bill Lester needed, was Jason Powell blowing an engine right in front of both the second and third place race trucks. And these laps are going by fast. We still have not had a caution. We didn't have one in the last race at Bristol either. It'll be the 3rd race going caution free in the Truck Series this season. Could be the 2nd in a row. Yeah, I'll get something at Nashville. I'll just have to wait until I get there, figure out what exactly. Seems like Quaffle and Edwards are both faster than Lester. It's just Lester keeping that pace up to not let those guys gain too much time. Later we get into this race, we know Edwards' truck is only going to get tighter and tighter. He didn't make any adjustments during that lone pit stop during the race. .40 to go. Quaffle and Edwards within 3 seconds of Lester. They both got to be thinking, okay, no more games. We need to get going. Edwards has a run off turn 4. He's going to look to the inside of Quaffle for 2nd place into turns 1 and 2. Can't quite clear the 24 yet. Quaffle still hanging on the outside and now has to drop in line behind him off turn 4. So Edwards to 2nd, 2.6 seconds off the race lead. 38 laps left. Heavy lap traffic for Bill Lester. Now Edwards is trying to pull away from Quaffle as much as he can. Edwards back to, once again, just trying to get that low exit off turn 4. Get around Scott Bush pretty easily. We're going to alternate through the different camera angles one final time over the next 4 laps. I guess a good spot would probably be wherever the merchandise haulers are. I mean, at least that's something that I know I could find at least. Try to pick like the least congested one to know there's going to be a lot of people at Chase Elliott's. Awful. Almost got underneath of Carl Edwards that time. Edwards trying to block into turn one. Waffle did not catch the lap truck in the right spot like Edwards did through 1 and 2. Back to the normal camera for the rest of this race. 31 to go. A 1.7 second lead at the line for Lester. He's led a lot of laps. I mean, he might actually contend for the most laps led. Especially by the time Edwards gets there. Lester picked that pace back up again, though. He's doing so good for so long. 30 to go. He's still dealing with some pretty heavy lap traffic, though. He's currently side by side, off 2, still side by side into 3. Edwards is finally pulling away from Travis Quaffle for the meantime, but Quaffle's also probably 2 seconds or so off the race lead. Big thing for Quaffle to give himself a chance. Lap traffic as usual, but how long will it take Edwards to actually get around the 22 once he gets there? Don't forget, tomorrow night, online lobby on the channel. If you have a PS4, obviously, more than welcome to join. It'll be public. For NASCAR Heat 5. And it's going to be after the Phoenix Career Mode race on NASCAR Heat 5. So right after that stream, we'll go online lobby racing for about an hour and a half. And we'll have some fun before I go off to Nashville on Friday after work. And we're still trying to manage. Three and 4 is really where Edwards gains a ton of time. He's lost some time through there when he gets tight, but when he can just really rip that bottom lane, it's pretty good. Jack Sprague almost ended up in the wall off turn 2. Waffle's got to be a second, if not more, behind Edwards now. About 0.8 of a second now is the difference, and only one lap truck between the top 2. Lester's got a little bit now before he gets to the next lap truck behind him. Edwards underneath Spear. Into turn 1. Well, he got underneath him, but then he overdrove 1 and 2 trying to get around him. Buying Lester a little more time. Lester pulled away about 0.2 of a second there. Oh, now contact with Spear. Up the track he goes. Another lap truck to the bottom. Truck behind Edwards got a little tight and overdrove 1 and 2. Spear gets back underneath him. Edwards lost about 0.3 of a second over a 2-lap stretch. There on Lester, messing around with the lap traffic a little too much, and 21 laps to go. Now that right front's starting to wear out. It's going to be a lot harder to hold that tight inside lane off 4 where he's really gaining the most time. This is really where the tires start to even out at this point as well, and Lester is just hanging on. Yeesh. He lost shape there again. I mean, it's going to come down to really, if Lester wins this race, it was buying enough time getting through the lap traffic as well as he did and not giving Edwards enough laps to be able to get to him. I'd still like to think Edwards is going to get there. How many chances is he going to have to get around him when he does? Lester can't make it easy on him. Travis Kvoffel's got, it looks like 2 more lap trucks to pass, and then no more lap trucks between him and Edwards. Paul had a really low exit off turn 4 that time. 17 laps to go at the line, and he is closing. Drives it deep into 1 and 2. He's going to gain ground on this end of the track as well, and he is really catching Bill Lester. That last lap and a half is about as good as it gets here for the 99. And Edwards looks low off turn 4. He's underneath Lester. Lester leads another lap at the line. 16 to go. Side by side for the lead into turn 1. Lester on the outside. Edwards slides in front of him and is clear, and Lester gets in the wall off turn 2. Edwards slides into 3 and 4, just trying to hook up the bottom lane as Lester's a lot wider off turn 4. Edwards has finally ran him down. He got around him. We'll see if Lester's got anything else left for him. Lester, nope, he goes wide off 4 again. He's just not getting as low of an exit as Edwards, and where Edwards is really able to gap him. Pretty even through 1 and 2 for the most part. Lester's got to figure out a way to be able to minimize that gap through 3 and 4. That time he had a low exit off 4, and he hung right there with Edwards. If he keeps doing that, he might be able to get to his bumper and maybe use a bump and run. That time he was a little wide in 1 and 2, and he just lost whatever ground he gained the last lap right back up again. Edwards trying to go for 3 in a row. Next lap truck is going to be the 86. 12 laps left. Jake Bradley in the 86. Giving a lot of room to Edwards on the bottom of the racetrack. That's the fight over for Lester. You wonder if Kvoffel's going to catch him for second place still. He hung on for about 3 or 4 laps after Edwards got to the lead, but Edwards is pulling him out. Now there's a lap truck in the way. Still a good run tonight for Lester, but he led a lot of laps. Now Edwards is just trying to lead as many laps to the finish and maybe get the most laps led for another max points day. That'll only be 3 wins in a row. It'd be 3 max points days in a row. If he can lead the most laps. It's going to be close. Again, Lester led a lot. He'd be the only driver that could have led more laps than Edwards. Ultimately, that pit strategy worked out. Took a lot later in the run for Edwards to get to the lead. I thought Edwards was going to get there about 30, 40 to go. He didn't get there until about 15 to go, 16 to go, but finally got back out in front. He's got about 9/10 of a second on Lester with 8 laps to go here at Richmond. Possibly our second straight caution-free race. Barring a late one here. Everybody is going to be plenty good on fuel and tires to the finish. Looks like Quaffle's only a couple truck lengths behind Lester. In battle for second, that's only going to allow them to slip further behind the 99. Edwards does have about 5 lap trucks in front of him. 5 laps to go at the line. He's got about a 1.3 second lead. Looks like Adam Bell, the 123, is going to give Edwards some room on the bottom. See if the next 4 are going to do the same here. Edwards is trying to get to the white flag now. He's still gapping Lester. Three to go. Yeah, with 3 laps left, Edwards just finally clinched the most laps led. I was going to say that was going to be really close on whether or not he was going to get to that field. Looks like he's only going to lead 3 more laps than Bill Lester today. That was really close. 2 laps away from a 3rd straight max points day. Just 8 races to go in the season championship for Carl Edwards. Lester has caught about 0.2 of a second up in the last lap and a half, but it's too little too late at this point. And Bell almost got back underneath Edwards as he slid a little wide off turn 4. Grip's starting to go away in the 99, but he built up enough of a lead there, and he doesn't have to push harder anymore because the white flag is already out. 1 more corner now for Carl Edwards through 3 and 4. About a 1 second difference back to second place. Checkered flag in the air. Carl Edwards will win 3 in a row as he wins at Richmond. A little victory lap. The correct way this time. Bristol, we did the Polish victory lap. So. And then the signature backflip for Edwards, but we're not going to see any of that. We don't need to see me doing a backflip off my chair or something. Carl Edwards is a winner once again on this Craftsman Truck Series season. And another caution-free race, the 2nd in a row, and now the 3rd of the season that we have seen caution-free race here in the Truck Series through the first 17 races. Here's a look at the top 10. Edwards again with the win. Bill Lester hung on for second. Still about a second ahead of Quaffle, who struggled there in the last few laps through lap traffic because he was only a couple truck lengths behind Lester. Bobby Hamilton Sr. 4th. Aaron McGee rounds out the top 5. Brandon Witt with another top 10 finishing 6th. John Wood hung on for 7. Jack Baker with back-to-back top 10s finishing 8th. Ryan Carter 9th, and Chad Chafin rounds out the top 10. It looks like, okay, so 6 laps more than Bill Lester is what we led at the end. We didn't clinch it until 3 to go, so it's still close, though. And a 200-lap race only leads 6 more laps than him for the most laps led. That was very close. Both started further back. I was going to say Lester didn't qualify well, and we just didn't qualify at all. Quaffle led 2 laps in the race, at least got him 5 bonus points. Good bounce-back day after the DNF for him, finishing 3rd. 26 laps led by Larry Watson. That was mainly at the beginning. Same for Barry Wilder. Wilder led the first 18 before Watson took the lead. And he led the next 26 before Schneider got out. Or sorry, before Edwards got in. 99 is... Number 99 keeps making me mix the names up. 16 drivers finished on the lead lap. Average speed 125.99 miles an hour. Margin of victory 1 second. And the total race time 1 hour and 11 minutes. And 3 DNFs for the 2nd straight race. Jason Powell, we saw him blow an engine late. Schmidt and Matt Crafton. Crafton was the first driver to drop out all the way back at lap 20. Just 8 races. And then we got the custom schedule the second time around with NASCAR 05, so That'll be fun. Another 200 lapper and another shorter track at New Hampshire for the next race. I thought the next race was Watkins Glen. I thought that was Watkins. Do we even go to Watkins Glen on the schedule? Maybe we don't. Let me check the calendar. I thought we were going to go to Watkins Glen. That little like shape in the New Hampshire like race logo, I thought that was Watkins Glen. Maybe we don't go there. Maybe Old Spice Speedway was the only road course race of the season. Calendar. New Hampshire, then Las Vegas, then California, then Texas, then Martinsville, Phoenix, then Darlington, the Homestead. For the final 8 races. Yeah, I guess we don't go to Watkins Glen. Well, never mind. I guess Old Spice Speedway 2 races ago was the only road course race of the season. I thought we were going to Watkins Glen. That New Hampshire logo that I've been seeing the last couple races that was throwing me off because I thought that was Watkins Glen. Guess we haven't been to New Hampshire yet either. Well, now look at the point standings. 358-point lead. Just about a 2-race lead over Travis Quaffle in the point standings. Looking good for Edwards. He hasn't DNF'd yet, and that's been a huge part of it. We just saw Quaffle DNF 2 races ago because that gap was a lot closer before that. And not only that, Edwards obviously had the max points day to go on top of the Quaffle DNF. Bobby Hamilton loses a little bit of ground from Quaffle, finishing 1 spot behind him, but they're still pretty close in a battle for second. So Hamilton's not completely out of it yet. And, I mean, mathematically, 4th on back isn't out of it, but it's going to be a lot harder for them. That runner-up finish in laps led for Bill Lester moves him into the top 5 in points now. Brandon Wood up to 6th. And Lester's not far behind 4th. Aaron McGee as well. Like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. I'll see you guys on the channel tomorrow. NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode continues at Phoenix. No official start time for that one yet. It's going to be whenever I can get home. I have to help my dad out once he gets off work tomorrow, even though I have the day off. So just stay tuned on that. Likely shoot for 7 o'clock, and then immediately after the end of that one, we'll go live with the... I'm hoping to start before 7, but that's at the latest. It'll be 7 o'clock. But anyway, after that finishes, online lobbies tomorrow night on the channel before I go to Nashville on Friday. So thanks for watching. You don't want to miss any bit of the action going forward. Thanks for your support as always, and I'll catch you tomorrow night.